Welcome, everyone, to the first round, the second day of the NCAA men's basketball tournament from Pittsburgh. It's the 13th seed Chattanooga Mocs from the Southern Conference and the 4 seed Illinois Fighting Illini from the Big Ten. The winner plays either UAB or Houston. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan, the Hall of Famer Reggie Miller, Dan Bonner. Will talk with Dana Jacobson here moments from now. This Chattanooga team, Reggie, got here in very dramatic fashion.
Yeah, David Jean-Baptiste, he got the March Madness party started early by hitting this 40-footer versus Furman to send the Mocs dancing. Now, there's always signature moments and plays during the tournament. Dan, this will be one that goes down in infamy.
No question. They had the big shot. Illinois has the big man, and these numbers speak for themselves. A 20-10 guy, that's enough to keep any opposing coach up late at night.
Right now, let's take a look at the head coach of the Fighting Illini, Brad Underwood. He's in his 5th year. Last 3 seasons, they've won 72% of their games as the starting lineups are presented by Wendy's. Malachi Smith, a terrific player, the Conference Player of the Year. And of course, Coburn and Plummer, 2 terrific scores for Illinois. And the head coach of the Mocs in his 5th season, Lamont Paris. He was the Southern Conference Coach of the Year, longtime assistant at the University of Wisconsin. So, Dan, he's very familiar with the Illinois Illini and how they play.
And the interesting thing, Kevin, you saw the heights listed on those starting lineups. This is, in the Mocs, they do not have a team that's necessarily smaller, except in the middle, than Illinois.
We've got a terrific officiating crew. Don Daly in his 15th NCAA tournament. Tony Chiazza in his 7th with 2 regionals. And Tommy Nunez, whose dad was a longtime 3-decade NBA referee. Tommy is in his 10th tournament. He's done an Elite 8, and we are underway. And here comes Illinois after the miss by the Mocs. And they're led by Trent Frazier.
I like that first play there by the Mocs. Going to go right at Kofi to see if they can try to wear him down, because you know Illinois is going to play through Kofi down low.
Well, that's true, but De Sosa sort of bounced off.
Here is Plummer, who played for Utah a season ago and throws up an air ball on his first shot of the game. He is one of the top 3-point shooters in the Big Ten.
Well, he is, Kevin, and Illinois scores 37% of their points from beyond the arc. That's what makes it so difficult for teams to double-team Kofi Coburn inside, because they've got 3-point shooters on the outside.
De Sosa on top, the Kansas transfer. They go inside, and a nice spinner there from Malachi Smith. De Sosa will get the assist.
Beautiful pass down low there by De Sosa.
Frazier was knocked off his horse. Ball jarred out of bounds. Shot clock at 21.
I think it's really important for the Chattanooga defense to try to keep the Illini in front. That dribble penetration, Reg, I think will kill them.
Illinois is the 4 seed in an AP top 25 team, coming in at number 19 as this tournament starts. Frazier a 3. No, the defense by Smith. Coburn inside. He was trying to squeeze the trigger and was fouled as he was going up. He's going to get a lot of attention all game long.
Well, not only is he going to get a lot of attention, but he's going to put so much pressure on your interior and defensive rebounding because of his size.
De Sosa got the foul.
Now he's going to have to go to the free throw line and make free throws. He's not bad. He's got great form.
65% for a big man. He's a first-team All-America. He averages 21 points and 10 rebounds. The only player in college basketball with those kinds of numbers.
Well, and you can see why, Kevin. He got that last rebound one-handed.
He's something.
And there were 3 guys around him.
Malachi Smith, a transfer from Wright State, from Belleville, Illinois. So he's very familiar with the Illini program. Has it here. A floater on the fly. Rebound to Sosa.
And that's how you give them a taste of your own medicine on the offensive glass there for the Mocs.
Monte Williams up to Frazier. On the side for Plummer. Pac-12 a season ago. He's inside the arc. His shot goes astray, and the rebound by Smith.
Great block out by DeSouza. He worked really hard to keep Coburn away from that basketball.
DeSouza and Coburn, they played against each other in high school. Missed it all. It was saved by Williams. Frazier the other way, the senior from Wellington, Florida. Coburn and DeSouza. Oh, Coburn having his way, and it's tapped up and in by the sophomore Coleman Hawkins.
DeSouza trying to be careful that he doesn't pick up another quick foul.
Indeed.
But you see all the attention that Coburn draws. That allows Hawkins to get to the basket. Nobody blocked him out.
Jean-Baptiste will take it with a drive inside. DeSouza has it as he hits the deck. With a whistle and a foul, get complete coverage of the NCAA Division I Women's Tournament on NCAA.com.
Ianni coming in now for DeSouza.
Frazier picks up his first for the Illini.
Well, Ianni much smaller, only 215, but he's going to try to take Coburn outside.
That's a three-point shot. Good one, Josh. Ianni puts it in. He's a grad student from Nigeria, a transfer who played at St. Bonaventure in South Alabama in his past college days.
Yes.
That's only his fifth three-pointer of the season.
If I'm Coach
He was
Underwood,
right on it.
if I'm Coach Underwood, I'm going to force feed Kofi right now. There's the steal.
Throws it away. Banks. He'll take it and float.
What
And
a
a quick
start.
6-point lead for Chattanooga.
Well, confidence-wise, this is exactly what Coach Parrish wanted to see out of his team.
Ianni picks up another foul inside with the steal, and they get the transition points the other way from the senior Darius Banks.
There was 3 blue jerseys around Kofi down low.
And Darius Banks is a guy who's one of the all-time leaders at James Madison University in steals. Transferred in.
Yeah, played there 3 years. Started 89 games. It's Trent Frazier. Little mismatch here. They go inside.
Offensive foul.
Oh,
with the hook.
Coburn will pick it up.
He hooked him. Look at that left hand as he tries to spin baseline.
And that's a big left hand.
Right there. Good call. He got away with one earlier. So that's an easy call.
And Ianni is just trying to survive in there.
That was right in front of the official, Tommy Nunez. That's an easy call.
Hinton back on top. Taken by Smith. Frazier's on him. Smith looks to move. Ianni will bash his way inside. Working on Coburn. Kicks it on the wing. Shot clock at 4. Banks on the wing. That's a 3, and it's right down the hatch. Casey Hinton.
And Kevin, he's only a 23% three-point shooter.
Oh, Hawkins, a very tough shot. With a whistle down low, it goes on the box. With a timeout in Chattanooga, on top by 9 on TNT. We're back in Pittsburgh. Let's take this power pause presented by Powerade.
Well, it's all about alternative training, and I kind of like what Kofi's doing here. Hand-eye coordination, working on your skills with. But I like to see some basketball stuff mixed in too, right?
The only problem is we're only playing with one basketball, and you're not allowed to kick the ball in this game. And if you're dribbling and it's not a tennis
He's
ball.
working on his footwork, Dan.
Although Corbello's in, and we're going to see him do all kinds of tricks, because that's what he does.
Coburn is sitting. So they make a change right there. Omar Payne has come in, the transfer from Florida for the Illini. Wearing number 4. Williams will inbound, and Corbello's got it, running the point now for Illinois. He's been playing well.
Missed a lot of time this season with that concussion.
11 games, flies down the lane. Payne going high. Ball is loose, volleyballed around and picked up by Hawkins. 1 to fire. And that is a 3 by Frazier right at the shot clock buzzer. with Smith coming the other way, and Chattanooga is on an 8-0 run. Caldwell, he's new in the game. Banks on top. Oh, look at the great cut. Oh, and the great finish right there. Grant Ledford got the feed and makes it work.
Beautiful back cut there by Ledford. Wow. What a start here by the Mocs.
And they're just as big physically, it looks like, as Illinois.
But they've certainly got big golf.
Down low, it's Payne as he works into Diggs, who just checks in. He's a big body in there with a foul called on Avery Diggs, a graduate player out of Brandon, Florida.
Now, how does this work here, Kevin? Right here, you'll see Ledford. And Ledford is a guy, 70% of his field goal attempts on the season are threes. So you guard him to think he's going to go out and take a three-point shot. And Williams gets trapped, and Ledford is able to go back door.
Here's Omar Payne at the free throw line. Mount Verde is where he played his high school basketball, prep school basketball, and stands at the line. 2 coming his way. Watch live men's games on your computer, phone, tablet, or streaming device with NCAA March Madness Live. Scan the QR code now to download. Of course, the Illini come in, Dan, from last year's NCAA tournament, losing in the second round as a 1 seed to Loyola Chicago, 71-58.
And that's one of those things, Kevin, where the thing comes to a jarring end.
It did.
And you don't realize it until it's over. And Brad Underwood told us that he's trying to keep his guys from having that experience again.
Caldwell, Diggs, and on the wing to Ledford with a 15-footer. Diggs tries to dig it out and does, and keeps it alive.
Nice hands there by Diggs. Give his team another possession.
Smith with a 3. Leaping rebound inside by DeMonte Williams. He's got 3.
See if Illinois can get something in transition here. Corbello wanted to take that 3.
Or they fly to the other end of the floor. Corbello with a spinner and short. Retrieved by Malachi Smith. And he'll ignite it the other way.
And that's where Smith's size comes in. Corbello was forced to take a tough shot trying to get it over Smith.
Well, they're trying the back door again there.
And Smith had him down low.
Yeah.
They just missed him on the pass.
It's picked up by Ledford. Single digits on the shot clock. Illini playing the D. Banks will drive. Diggs will get the ball. Here comes Illinois the other way. Jacob Grandison is in. And Corbello will take it and feed Williams with a 3.
Williams was one of the leading three-point shooters in the country last year, Kevin, but he has not shot the 3 as well this year. A lot of times people play off of him.
34%, Dan, you're right. He's got the most games played. DeMonte Williams does in Illinois basketball history. A drive inside Caldwell, rejected with a hard fall by Payne.
But a foul as he was going down low there. I think he's going to get 2 free throws out of this.
Well, that's very interesting because I thought Corbello got him first. I think they called the foul on Payne, though.
A.J. Caldwell at the free throw line, the transfer from South Alabama. Gets it to go. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, best Coke ever. Who is deciding these things? Maybe we should just have to try it and see. Debate the goatness.
Well, there's no debate right at the moment in this game that Chattanooga has clearly been the aggressors. They are playing really hard on defense. They are attacking on offense.
And talking to the Illinois players and coaches yesterday, they said maybe last year we were a little tense as the number 1 seed. Coburn back in and is heard from right there.
Wow, I want to see more force feeding down low to the big fella. You have the clear advantage in the post. And if you're Kofi, you've got to make sure you can get position without fouling.
Jean-Baptiste. Sosa back in because Coburn's back in. They're going to shadow each other. Banks will drive down that lane with a whistle and a foul. Jiggling free. Got it shot away, but a foul on the play. And it comes here in the first half with 12:20 to go.
It's very interesting. Even when DeSosa's in, Reg, he's not trying to post up low. They're bringing him to the top of the key, so Kofi Coburn has to come out and guard him, and that's opening up some space in the middle.
Grandison picked up the foul. Darius Banks is at the free throw line. 75% free throw shooter, and Dan, he was a 1,000-point scorer at James Madison.
Now, he only averages 8 a game for Chattanooga, and if you're looking for somebody who might explode and be an X factor, Darius Banks would be a good guy to select because he is capable of putting points on the board.
Casey Hankton is back in, and Banks Reg will check out.
A little misdirection here to try to get Kofi down low. High-low action here
Against DeSosa.
and that's number 2 on DeSosa.
Yep,
So
they're
now
going to
if you're,
start piling up.
and if you're Coach Parrish, you've got a decision to make now.
That's the second on him.
Really well done by Illinois to just create a lot of space and get the ball to Coburn at the exact moment that he popped open, so they weren't able to bring that double team.
Ianni getting ready to check back in here for DeSosa.
Coburn is from Jamaica. Played his high school ball here in the States at Oak Hill. He's a junior. He came back for this season after last year. Led the Big Ten Conference in rebounding, second leading scorer in the Big Ten. And here he stands, and you can see the double-doubles, 44 of them. He's a walking double-double.
He's going to have to make free throws.
Yep.
You said 64% on the season. Tonight, only 1 of 4.
Jean-Baptiste. He's the guy that hit that long shot Reg was talking about before the game. Casey Hankton, Caldwell. Hankton thought 3. Ianni trying to get it down low, and a shove by Hawkins, who will pick up the foul. Chattanooga by 10. They've led by 11. Hitting him low, hitting him outside. It's the Mocs on top of the Big Ten Illini on TNT. Fighting Illini have not led so far. Moments ago, our Dana Jacobson caught up with head coach Brad Underwood.
Coach, a very quiet start right now for your team. What can you do on one end to stop them and then also get your offense established?
Well, they've just spread us out. All we've done is foul them, and we haven't made them earn enough. And then we've taken quick shots. We're trying to establish Kofi on the interior. We've turned it over a couple times. We've just got to settle in and run good offense.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
10 of the last 9 games for the Illini. They're only 5-4. They lost in the quarterfinals in the Big Ten tournament to Indiana.
Well, they've had some illness. They've had some injury issues. They say they're as healthy as they've been since June.
Jean-Baptiste with the miss. Coburn with the rebound. Curbelo the other way.
And they should be well rested, right? And a lot of practice time. Here's the steal bar.
Ianni.
Well, there's the turnovers that Coach Underwood was talking about. That has cost them early on.
It's Curbelo zooming down the lane. Missed it all on the shot.
I think he was trying to pass it to Coburn. I really think he expected Coburn to go to the basket.
Jean-Baptiste, look at him drive. That's a goaltend. Counted for 2.
Man, what a start here for Chattanooga.
This is amazing.
And Coach Parrish.
Well, he just loses control of the ball. It's not so much of a steal. Ianni just steps right to it. Get the ball up there, hits the board, I think, first. And if it's above the rim and hits the board, then it's an automatic goaltend if you touch it.
Trent Frazier back in, has the ball. Hawkins on the wing. Coburn is right there. And a foul.
Got hit in the head, too.
Ianni, yeah, he did.
And actually, that's a good foul. This is a guy who's struggling tonight to make free throws. Only 1 of 4, so make him earn it.
Ianni just picked up his 3rd foul.
Yeah, and that's the problem. They've got DeSosa with 2 fouls and Ianni with 2 fouls. They'll run out of guys.
It may be tough.
And it's easy to say, do you want to play small? But you can't play small against Coburn.
Illinois. I think they're going to
take a look at this
because Coburn got hit in the head.
Yeah, but he was going for the ball.
Well, but still, if the referees go over there and rule that the contact was excessive, even though he was going for the ball, they could still rule that a flagrant 1 foul. He came across his head, and so I mean, this isn't anything intentional. He's trying to block the shot. It's a basketball play, but if it's contact's excessive, then that can be a flagrant.
Well, that's not excessive, though.
Rules analyst is Gene Steratore. Gene, what'd you see on this one?
I have to agree that this isn't excessive, in my opinion. This is just someone going up to block a shot. He misses the ball. He grazes the top of the head. And I understand officials are overly protective in these scenarios. And when we have head contact, they have that tool there to look. But to me, this needs to be a 10 to 15 second look. And let's get back to playing basketball. That's a basketball play.
It was. They will. Gene, thank you. Coburn at the line.
That's why it's a good foul. He is struggling from that line. 1 of 5 in this first half. And once you miss a few of them, if you're a big, it starts to affect you.
After that, Reggie, I was going to ask you, doesn't that get into his head?
Yes. Now you start pressing. You're down 14. You're the man. They keep fouling me. And these aren't even close. And look, he got a friendly balance on that one. He's shaking his head as he's running down.
Here, Illinois coming with some pressure. Just trying to change the tempo.
Yeah. Jean-Baptiste, they get it by midcourt. Taken by Malachi Smith. As Frazier leaps high. And he got right in front of Darius Banks. And they drifted out of bounds with the ball. It'll be the Mocs.
That was some play by Banks to bounce the ball off him.
Yeah.
I thought Frazier had a steal.
Jean-Baptiste from Miami. Norland High School.
And the Mocs playing very small at the moment.
Hankton with the screen. Hankton will fire a 3. Hawkins had it. Right back to Caldwell. Picked up by Smith through traffic. Off balance. No. It's Frazier there with the rebound.
Try to get something in transition or establish Coburn again down low with the size advantage.
Plummer to Frazier.
Hankton is hurt. His ankle is hurt trying to guard Coburn.
Plummer with a 3. Offensive rebound, the double team. Coburn, he's in a straight jacket. Got the pass away. Frazier's 3-0. Offensive rebound, Plummer. Frazier again. And the Illini will reset.
Illinois shooting 15% in this first half right now. 15.
2 of 13. 2 of 13 with another turnover there.
And Hankton is really limping, and referee Don Daly just asked him if he was okay, and he said yes, he was.
Here's the problem. They've got so many bigs in trouble. They're getting ready to bring Diggs back in off the bench.
6 years since they've been in the tournament, the Mocs. Feeding inside, it was Caldwell. He was looking in for Banks, and Williams, you're right, got a piece of it with Hawkins racing the other way.
How did he even get that ball inside?
I don't know. Wow. Williams, his dad was a Big Ten Player of the Year for the Illini. It's Coburn, and he steamrolls the defense.
Look
and
at
down
Hankton.
goes Hankton. He is down and in pain.
Down. You're already down 2 bigs because of foul trouble. Now Hankton, who's one of those stretch 4s and 5s, he's rolling around on the floor.
Well, here's Hankton, and you see he's looking at Coburn, and because that's his man, so he's going to try to meet Coburn right there.
Oh, and he did it again.
And he banged knees with Coburn, and now he's trying to push him.
Or did he step on his foot and roll his ankle?
Okay, all right, could have been.
Here he goes to the locker room. Hankton, the transfer from St. Louis University, a junior from Charlotte, is out.
Got a high five from T.O. as he was walking by Terrell Owens.
Diggs has come in to take his place. Boy, handling Coburn is a all-day thing. Diggs on top. Cutting is Jean-Baptiste. Here is Banks with a 3. And Coburn is there with the rebound. He's got 5.
Illinois is fortunate. They're not down 25 because if the Mocs were making shots, this game would be over by now.
Hawkins, Coburn, doubled. Look at him, suffocating defense. Twisting, turning, no, and a foul. Every time he turns, there's a navy blue jersey there.
Kevin, the problem is there's more than one.
Yes.
In this particular case, he catches the ball. Now, he's got to recognize the double team and find the open man. If there's two guys around him, somebody's open.
I mean, everywhere he looks, he sees a defender right there, to the right, to the left, in the back, in the front. I mean, like every place he looks, there is somebody from Chattanooga right on him.
But up to this point, it hasn't hurt the Mocs
No.
because Coburn is 2 of 6 from the free throw line. 2 of 7.
It's hurt him a little bit in the fact that, as I said, they're going to run out of guys.
Yes.
The best of the NBA go head-to-head in pursuit of winning a championship. Don't miss a moment of the NBA playoffs beginning in April right here on TNT, home of the Western Conference Finals. Coburn.
Payne getting ready to come in for Coburn.
Coburn will leave.
So this is a little bit of a relief.
Payne. I mean, just think of every time he touches, he's feeling somebody, right? I mean, it's nonstop. Even for a body that big, it wears on you. Curbelo is on Caldwell. Cutting is Smith. A traffic-filled lane. Oh, it's saved right there by Jean-Baptiste. Diggs. Jean-Baptiste. Long two, no. Hawkins there, the sophomore from Sacramento. And Curbelo racing the other way. Into Payne, great position. Count it. Great feed. Book it. And a foul. Illinois trying to get their way back, creeping back on the energized Chattanooga Mocs. It's the first round from Pittsburgh on TNT. Chattanooga has missed their last 8 points, yet they lead by 10. Moments ago, Dana Jacobson caught up with Lamont Parrish, the coach of the Mocs.
Coach, we just saw A.J. Hankton go out with an injury. You've got a little foul trouble for your bigs, but right now playing really disciplined against this team.
Yeah, we fouled a lot inside. We got to do a better job of doing that. And then rebounding when they do miss. They're a big, strong, physical team, so we got to do a better job of rebounding the basketball. And then I think our shot selection has been pretty good the last couple of possessions. I think we got a little bit tired and we settled for some stuff that was a little uncharacteristic for us, but we'll get back to it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Casey Hankton did injure that ankle. He is back on the bench. He's a transfer. In fact, Dan, this Chattanooga team has been built through the transfer portal. 4 of their top 5 scorers, 8 transfers in all on the Mocs.
Kevin, that's the world of college basketball.
It is now, yep.
Yeah.
They're in the Southern Conference, and the Southern Conference said they lost as a conference 49 players through the transfer portal. There's only 10 teams in the Southern Conference. That's 5 players a team.
That's unbelievable. A conference that was established in 1921. Caldwell on top. Curbelo's on him.
Calling to get Jean-Baptiste a down screen. They got to find a way to get him going offensively.
They go down low.
He's got 2 fouls. He's got to be careful he doesn't pick one up.
Oh, with a good spin move to get free. That was terrific against Omar Payne.
And the good thing that De Sousa, he's like, there's no Kofi on the floor here, no big body. Let me try to go to work as Coburn getting ready to check in at the next dead ball.
Much better patience that time by the Mocs.
Oh, they come out.
Oh, he picked up his third. He picked up his third on a cheap foul, 45 feet away from the rim.
They're going to put back in Diggs. The 3rd foul, and here comes Coburn back in the game.
But that's what he can do, De Sousa, on offense. This is really a nice spin move. He is a very skilled player on the inside, but you can't do that sitting on the bench. And you just got to leave this alone. Yep. You're half court.
Temptation, cookie jar. Right there, he wanted some cookies and got the foul. And you would have to assume, Dan, he's done for the half. Little shade under 7 minutes left here.
Andre Curbelo at the free throw line, a sophomore from Puerto Rico, high school ball at Long Island Lutheran. Dan mentioned this earlier, missed 11 games post-concussion related issues, but he is back. He said yesterday, telling us he feels great, and he's back out there. He is last year's Big Ten 6th man of the year as a freshman for the Illini. Caldwell, under 7 to play, first half. Illinois has never led. There's an offensive foul on the Mocs.
And that's Diggs.
Yes, it is, number 2.
This game can be so simple. If I'm Coach Brad Underwood, a little cross screen misdirection and get the ball down low to my big men. With all the foul trouble for the Mocs.
Chattanooga only their first turnover of the game. Curbelo got the screen. Quick blitz on him. Tries to move with a slick move to the baseline. And the ball ricochets out of bounds. And 14 seconds to shoot.
Well, now, Curbelo is very good with the basketball, but I don't think he can dominate the ball that way against this Chattanooga team.
Way too much.
You got to move players. You got to move the ball.
Making it way too complicated. Get the ball down low.
Williams, Curbelo behind his back to Coburn and picked up by Hawkins, who cleans it up and slips it in.
That was a pretty athletic play there by Hawkins on the offensive rebound.
Hawkins that's the second time he's tipped one in like that, Reggie. Taking advantage of all the attention centered on Coburn.
Smith, Williams on him. Diggs in the circle, 19-footer, Coburn the rebound. Outlet goes to Curbelo. Hold on here for Hawkins.
Gotta be a timeout.
The Illini have captured the momentum and come to within 6. Illinois with 5:51 to go in the first half on a 10-2 run. The Flying Illini. Coleman Hawkins to the rack. Fort Pitt Bridge out of the Fort Pitt Tunnel. And here's our game summary. 7-2 points off turnovers, Chattanooga. Illinois 4 turnovers, but the game is different than how it began when Chattanooga built a 14-point lead.
Well, Chattanooga was the aggressor. They were getting the ball close to the basket. They started 8 for 16, Kevin. They have been 1 for 8 since. And you heard Lamont Paris tell Dana that their shot selection has been poor, and I think that's exactly true.
Dana, what's the update on Casey Hankton of the Mocs?
Guys, a sprained ankle for Casey, but he is available to come back. Also in that timeout, head coach Brett Underwood for Illinois said, guys, reminder, they scored 12 points in the first 4 minutes. We've settled in. Let's go.
Hankton is out there. Reverse is put in by Malachi Smith. He averages 20. The conference player of the year has put in 2 more, and now give him 4 for the game.
Whenever the Mocs have needed a basket, who do they rely on?
Curbelo.
Player of the year.
Kofi Coburn on the doorstep, missing the shot. Diggs is there, approaching 5 to play in the first half. Smith will blast by Hawkins.
Yeah, but what that drive did, it made
Diggs.
sure Coburn came down to help, where Diggs had a wide open free throw line extended jump shot.
Diggs is a 64% field goal shooter.
Curbelo threads a pass inside the double team Coburn. He's in a straight jacket inside. The ball jarred free. It's Smith down the middle, screaming his way to the rack in a foul. Boy, defending Coburn is an all-day issue.
Yeah, but look at all the blue jerseys and the frustration starting to mount here a little bit for Coburn. 1, 2, 3, and then it makes those exit passes out of the post a little bit more difficult. You got to be physical with him. And then the frustration of missing those little bunnies start to add up, Dan.
Yeah, Reggie, but don't his teammates have to do a better job getting into open positions where he can see them and deliver the ball? On a couple of those replays, you see the guys just standing there watching. They can't do that. They've got his teammates have to help him out.
At the free throw line is Malachi Smith, the 18th leading scorer in Division I.
It's been interesting today, guys. We've seen the stars from each of these teams struggle. Lucas Williamson early on for Loyola. Jameer Nelson Jr. struggled for Delaware. Now Kofi Coburn is struggling here for the Fighting Illini.
Hawkins to Plummer. Coburn with a screen. Hawkins quickly
Oh, what a
clicks.
pass.
Nice pass. Curbelo is right there. Got untethered and puts it in.
Curbelo just makes things happen. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not good, but he makes things happen.
Banks, Smith, digs a screen. Smith, a floater on the fly, got his own miss. All kinds of defenders there. Leaping rebound by Williams. He's got 4.
And a bad foul by Banks again. 40 feet away from the basket, sending Curbelo back to the free throw line.
Chattanooga has led the entire way. Curbelo, though, gives him a spark and comes up with the reverse for the Illini. See why all elite wrestling cannot be stopped. You can only hope to contain it. Watch AEW Rampage tonight on TNT immediately following NCAA coverage. Here, we've got a lead for the Mocs, but overall, the Big Ten so far 4-3. Illinois has trailed every second of this one. 6 of the 8 games today decided by 10 or more points, including a couple here that we did.
Give a lot of credit to Coach Spray and Notre Dame. A double overtime win in Dayton. Had to hop a bird that night, fly to San Diego, and then win against Alabama.
Curbelo is at the line.
For all their struggles, Kevin, the Illini are within 8 points.
And they're only 7 of 14 from the free throw line.
Jean-Baptiste, Hankton on top. Caldwell, down low, Banks, trying to creep in, bumping into Williams, facing Coburn, tried to feed and out of bounds. And 9 seconds on the shot clock.
You know, Reggie, posting up is fine, but when you turn to the basket, Coburn's going to be there.
I think if you're Coach Parrish, you're just trying to weather the storm and get out of this half so you can get back to your first and second string bigs to go against Coburn. De Sousa.
Diggs outside to Hankton. Now on top, Jean-Baptiste. Long shot, Coburn there. Carves out space, cradles the ball, the Illini the other way. Curbelo, Coburn a floater. Right on the doorstep, and that'll trickle in.
But Curbelo has changed this first half with his passing.
He's been terrific.
Well, he's the X factor for Illinois.
3 assists so far.
Well, Frazier hasn't scored, Plummer hasn't scored, Williams hasn't scored.
Jean-Baptiste on the run. And a rebound on the play by Alfonso Plummer.
That is a tough, tough shot, and that's what the Mocs have been settling for. Oh, good heavens.
Coburn, yeah. Coburn, another mid-ranger. And again, it trickles in.
What a soft touch, right? And everyone is scared.
Nothing run.
And they're scared to body him because they're in foul trouble.
They've already fouled him 7 times.
Well, I would keep fouling him, sending him to the free throw line.
2.5 to play in the half. That's rejected inside. Another goaltend on the Illini.
No.
Or no?
No.
Banks was driving, but moments ago.
Here's the soft touch by the big fella. 7-0 run here. Oh, that's off the, that should be goaltending.
Just out of bounds. That's what they've ruled.
But that is goaltending.
That's why I said.
Wow, how could they miss that, though? And you're a non-basketball player there, and you knew it was goaltending. Harlan?
I'll go eat a Wendy's. Here comes Curbelo. Hooks it off. Hawkins on the move and across the lane. Lickety split. Grandison gets the ball. Hawkins again. In for Kofi Coburn. Another foul on the Mocs.
What a close to this first half for Brad Underwood and the Fighting Illini.
They fought their way back
Yes.
in. Yep, after being down by 14.
And I think one of the big keys to their ability to come back was the insertion of Curbelo into the lineup. As we said, he just makes things happen.
Brad Underwood, who began as an assistant under Frank Martin at Kansas State, then a head coach at Stephen F. Austin. Coburn at the line, coming up on AT&T at the half, scores and highlights, and all the latest NCAA tournament news. That's all coming up on AT&T at the half.
And now look how small the Mocs are with Diggs going out. Hankton back on the floor.
Ledford is in. Hankton, the tallest guy, and he's 6'7".
Okay, that's 2 in a row now, right?
9-0 Illinois run. And this is the closest it's been since 4-3. The Illini 2 points away from a tie.
That's some grit shown by the Illini.
That's a foul. It's on Williams. The Emmanuel High School product from Peoria, Illinois. Frank Williams, his dad, 9 NCAA tournament games for the Illini back in the early 2000s. Big Ten Player of the Year. His son, DeMonte, comes and plays for Illinois. He's played the most games in Illinois basketball history. Tonight, number 158. And at the line, Malachi Smith.
The Mocs here toward the end of this half, Kevin, have really allowed themselves to be sped up by Illinois. Illinois really increasing the defensive pressure.
17 free throw attempts for Illinois. Only 8 for the Mocs.
And that's now 2 misses by Malachi Smith, who's an 80% free throw shooter.
You're right, Dan. He's good. Curbelo, who will slip. Vacuumed in that time by Banks. It's Smith the other way with a couple of Illini there. It's lassoed inside, and Banks puts it in.
You talked about him being a 1,000-point scorer, James Madison. That means this is a guy who can score in bunches and can score in traffic with angles. He gets the steal here, but how about this? He doesn't give up on the play here. Ledford keeps it alive on the glass, and Banks here, the potential three-point play.
The most impressive thing about that, Reggie, is the first 3 jerseys that appeared in the screen
were blue. Yes.
That they hustled down the court, and that's why they were able to get that rebound.
Mox is short for Mockingbird. Curbelo poked away. And Banks is the one to do the poking.
Again, he's got to be really careful. He's reaching,
yes, I know,
reaching across the body there.
Coburn draws a couple. Curbelo on the wing to the circle. And outside, Coleman Hawkins.
Great defense.
Plummer right there, drives down the lane. Razor sharp move for 2. And a timeout taken by Illinois in a 4-point game with under a minute to go in the first half. In this 4-against-13. Back in Pittsburgh, watch CBS Sports HQ for the best coverage of the Big Dance. Catch tournament highlights, picks, previews, recaps, and much more on the free 24/7 Sports Network. Download the CBS Sports app to watch today. Brad Underwood was saying yesterday it was huge for this program for Coburn to come back to school. And he said, we may have gotten a little tense last year. We were the #1 seed. We lost in that early round. This year we're trying to keep it light, keep the guys loose. And they've shown that by coming back in this one in a game they've not led, and a turnover right there. And they go into Coburn, and now they make it a 31-29 deficit. They're within 2 after trailing by 14.
Reggie, how does he see those things?
Smith, he'll put it up right into Coburn and get the 2. Beautiful play as he plied his way into the big center.
Well, now the 2 principals are starting to step up for their respective squads. Smith up to 8 and Coburn 11 in this first half.
Smith is on Curbelo. Williams, Curbelo, this is a 3. It's picked up inside by Jean-Baptiste, and then taken back and up, and will not count. Buzzer and light. Buzzer sounded, light was on. They'll review, but the initial call on the floor, it was not in time by Hawkins.
See if he got this off. Nope, lights on. Good call there by the official.
But Chattanooga led the entire first half by as much as 14. As our experienced crew will take a look at it. Illinois, the last just under 11 minutes, 10 minutes and 51 seconds, outscored Chattanooga 23-13. You can see the light You can see the zeros and the ball in his hand. Over to Dana Jacobson.
Kevin, thank you. Coach, obviously they close closer in that end of the first half. What do you need to do, start of the second, to try to pull away again?
Well, we got to rebound, that's for one, and we got to get a shot that we like. We need to be aggressive. If they're going to pressure like that, we have to attack and not be afraid to get to the basket. We got to turn some of those ball screens down towards the rim and put them in precarious positions and be ready to finish at the basket.
You talked about that aggressive defense and that the defense that you play and so disciplined, which is what we saw, but with the foul trouble that you have for your bigs, what do you do?
Yeah, we'll reset in the second half. We'll look at some other things that we'll do, maybe double it a little bit quicker, but we got to play with our feet as opposed to playing with our hands. He's a big load down there. We're going to continue to be aggressive. I think it's being aggressive on both sides of it. So we've fouled a lot. They haven't fouled near as much, so we're going to try to put them in the same position.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
One of the best young coaches in college basketball, longtime assistant at Wisconsin under Bo Ryan and Greg Gard. Lamont Paris. He has led the entire first half against Big Ten Illinois. We'll take you to the AT&T at the half after these messages. You're watching the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship. Getting ready for the second half here in Pittsburgh, looking at the Oriole first half stats. You see the numbers as the game began, Reggie, with Chattanooga off to a 14-3 lead. Oh, Jimmy, are you?
I bring them everywhere I go, right?
Were you throwing them out
Yes,
to people? Is that what you were doing?
I bring them everywhere I go.
Let's get a Bonner UVA jersey here. But Chattanooga had a great start.
Yeah, if you're Coach Paris, you got to be excited for the first 12 minutes. The ball was moving, you were playing with pace, and then the foul trouble started to mount up a little bit, and they started to press, and that's how Illinois got back into this ball game, Dan.
Well, and Curbelo, I thought, coming off the bench really helped him there. You know, we mentioned he's been injured a lot this year, but he was great passing the ball. He really got him going. Look at this pass, thrown from half court, and then here another pass from half court to a streaking Kofi Coburn, and I thought that really got the Illinois offense energized.
Another little interesting number, Chattanooga committed 12 fouls, 8 against Kofi Coburn. And here we go. We start the second half. Hawkins on the wing is picked up by Hankton. The double team Coburn. It's a three. Hawkins no. And retrieved by Malachi Smith. Over to Dana.
Guys, I talked with Coach coming out of the locker room, and Coach Brett Underwood told me that he wants to see his guys on offense just be more patient, more organized, stop playing so unsettled. They got the ball to Kofi, but obviously he missed some free throws. Can't afford that. If they can move the ball side to side more, they'll have more success. He reminded me of something he told us yesterday, Kevin and Dan. He said, we're chopping wood here. It's the ebb and flow of the tournament. We've just got to keep chopping wood.
Keep chopping wood. Dana, thank you. Out of bounds. They stepped right there with Plummer in the control.
And it would help them chop wood if they used a sharper axe. And in this case, they need Frazier, who hasn't scored. They need Plummer, who hasn't scored. They need DeMonte Williams, who hasn't scored, to contribute offensively.
First 5 minutes will be key, I think, for Chattanooga.
And I want to see this man get going. I thought De Sousa, if he could put a little bit more pressure on Coburn and get into this offense a little bit, it would help the offense of the Mocs.
Baptiste with a 15-footer.
Well, he was the star. He's the reason why they're here, that 40-footer. Let's see if his offense can kind of get clicking a little bit.
Submarining inside Plummer. That's a three. And it's off that time on the shot by Frazier. Here comes Malachi Smith. Jean-Baptiste a triple. Rebound inside. It's collected and missed right on the doorstep by Banks.
I think they're going to call a foul.
And I think they're going to call a foul on the rebound, and that's not going to be a shooting foul.
It'll be on Plummer.
Wide open look there by Jean-Baptiste. And Banks, you've got to make this. I know they're going to get the ball out, but you've got to convert these easy putbacks. Now go to work.
De Sousa.
Go to work.
On Coburn.
I like it. Got to go to work.
And that was hard work.
And to me, De Sousa, he's playing a little bit too cool. I mean, you're going against one of the premier players that comes up with a steal.
Just
See?
the steal.
Back-to-back plays here by De Sosa.
Jean-Baptiste is going to dance on Williams. De Sosa with 3 fouls. 3-point shot. Oh! That's Casey Hankton. He just struck one. And a lead back to 11. Chattanooga on a roll, opening up the half on a 7-0 run over the Big Ten Illini. Illinois has never led. The lead at Chattanooga is back to 11. Now AT&T 5G takes us above the rim for one of the best plays of the night.
Well, this is a situation where Illinois is a little bit spread out, and they're leaving Hankton alone, and they should. Hankton has only made 13 threes on the year, including 1 tonight. He's a 23% shooter, but that's his second made 3 of the game.
Curbelo is back in for Illinois. With him on the floor, they're +4. And Reggie, you were talking about this moments ago. With him out, they're -15.
Well, they need his energy, and more importantly, his passing.
Coburn up high, Curbelo got the screen. Tries to crowbar his way in, nothing there. Shot clock at 10. Threads a bounce pass, Coburn. Goes up against, it's out of bounds. It's off of Illinois, and De Sosa holds his ground.
Nice job there by De Sosa. You mentioned it, holding his ground. Look, he is straight up right here. Hands vertically, doesn't go into Coburn. Nice job there by De Sosa.
And that negates a really nice entry pass by Curbelo.
De Sosa on top. He was with that Kansas Final Four team a handful of years ago.
Nice move.
Jean-Baptiste rejected inside by Coburn.
Got numbers.
Curbelo the other way on the move, slicing through defenders, and he hits the deck and a foul.
Who'd they get? Banks.
Sigh of relief.
Yes,
Your coach Ferris, right?
Because that would have been 4 on De Sosa.
Curbelo just pushes the issue, right?
Banks is second.
Curbelo is a risk taker. And so sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In this particular case, that I say, he just makes things happen.
And when you get to the tournament, you've got to take risk, right?
Well, particularly when you're down by 11.
Hawkins up top, Curbelo is there. It's Trent Frazier. He'll slash on that baseline, kicking outside. Williams a 3. Inside Coburn, gobbles it up. Hawkins inside and on the doorstep.
Well, nice offensive rebounds by Coburn, but better pass. Hawkins, beautiful.
Hawkins has been very active tonight.
Jean-Baptiste, De Sosa. It's Smith and Banks and Curbelo with a foul for the Illini. It is the second on him.
Illinois trying to turn up the defensive pressure, and that's a foul. Curbelo's a little bit surprised, and he sort of body blocked him there trying to get over that screen. But they need that kind of defensive pressure. They don't want to foul.
De Sosa into Coburn. Shot clock at 8. And 4 minutes gone. It's lost right there. Then retrieved and loose. And Frazier to Williams. Nice transition by the Illini.
That play was all by Williams, too. Got the deflection and tipped it over to Frazier.
Jean-Baptiste with a screen. Frazier fights through it. Hankton on the wing. Down low to Sosa.
He can't get by him, though.
It's good movement.
Jean-Baptiste. Foul inside on Illinois.
Nice job there. Hankton on the offensive glass.
The 13 seed Mocs of the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga on top of the Big Ten Fighting Illini on TNT. Tune in to the House of Highlights Creator League featuring viral creators Cash Nasty, Cam Wilder, Devontae Friga, and more competing every week in a 1-on-1 basketball game. Watch live on House of Highlights YouTube as they compete for a chance to play in the House of Highlights Creator League Championship game. It comes your way April 3rd. Chattanooga started the first half on a 14-3 lead over Illinois. In Reggie, they have gone 7-0 to start the second half. And a lead of 40-33 right now, up by 7. Illinois has never led against the 13 seed Chattanooga Mocs. There's a foul on Caldwell. It just came in, and the junior out of Sarasota will pick it up.
And that's been a factor in this game, Kevin. The Chattanooga fouls. Illinois has already attempted 17 free throws in the ball game.
But Illinois is 0 of 8 from 3, and they had a program record 9 a game this year. Curbelo slips through, drives inside, can't finish it on the play. Banks with the rebound, and here comes Smith.
Beautiful split, though, by Curbelo. But again, he was amongst the trees.
Frazier out on Smith. Now they got it to Ayena. And Ayena takes it in. Coburn is there. Ayena can't get the shot with a rebound by Williams.
That's a tough shot. He was in a crowd. You need to pitch that one back out.
Curbelo forcing the issue.
That's what he does.
Yep. But he makes things happen for Illinois. Frazier with a screen from Coburn. Rebound inside by Casey Hankton. He's got 4.
They can't forget they got Coburn in there. It's been a while since Coburn's touched the ball.
I want to see Malachi Smith now start to get going here.
Oh, intercepted
Turnover
by Williams. It's Trent Frazier the other way, weaving through traffic, and Williams thought Curbelo inside. Coburn is right there. The hook won't go in, and the rebound by Banks.
He had enough time, Reggie, I think, to shoot that right-handed hook.
Smith inside with traffic. Hankton with a 3. Lets it rip. Picked up. Hawkins. He hits the deck. The ball is loose. Caldwell the slide. Smith with the ball. Williams in his way. Smith chiseling his way down low. Lost the ball.
Too much one-on-one if you're Coach Paris. You know, you talked about getting off to those hot starts in the first half and the second half. It's because the ball was moving, and they were playing with much better pace.
Well,
too much one-on-one.
They're playing way too fast
yes.
that time, Reggie.
Look at Curbelo. He's holding that right hand of his thumb.
Houston UAB up next here in Pittsburgh. Winner of this game will take on the winner of that game.
He's bringing it up with his left hand.
Yep. Oh, Hawkins wasn't looking, and he throws it away.
Well, that's unfortunate. You know, you can't blame Hawkins for that because Curbelo's the guy that takes it up and dribbles the ball much further than that situation. He's out by half court. You're not throwing the ball to one of your big guys out there.
Here comes Caldwell on top. DeSosa back in, sets a screen. Ledford and Banks. DeSosa, Coburn defends. With a spin and a hook and a foul, he'll go to the line. And Coburn will pick up the foul for Illinois, number 2.
Well, I like that DeSosa has been much more aggressive, trying to put pressure on Coburn in Illinois.
The Mocs, 27 wins, ties for the second most in school history, the most in 6 years. They were the Southern Conference regular season champions and tournament champions. And you can see the portal has been their portal for success. Like we said before, they have built their team on the transfer portal. 4 of the top 5 scorers through it, 8 all told on the roster, including DeSosa.
Missed them both.
And you just get the idea in this game, eventually all those things are going to be important. You just don't want to miss opportunities.
Illinois, they're just hanging around. Only down 7, and they have not shot the ball particularly well.
Grandison is in. Here comes Curbelo. Outside, Frazier 3. Rebound to Sosa, pushed inside, grabbed by Grandison. Outside, it's a 3. Good! Putting it in, Plummer. One of the top three-point shooters in the Pac-12 a season ago. One of the best in the Big Ten this season.
93 three-point field goals this season for Plummer.
And that's his first one tonight.
First one by the team. They average 9, they've got 1. DeSouza and Coburn. A spin, lost it on the twirl. It's Frazier into Caldwell. Outside. Plummer, ring it up! It's a one-point game.
Back-to-back threes by Plummer.
Well, you knew Plummer and Frazier were going to get going eventually.
10-0 run by Illinois. Angling inside, Banks. DeSouza brings out Coburn. Ledford, 3. Rebound inside, picked up and off. Banks couldn't get it.
Looked like that was blocked by Coburn.
If it wasn't blocked, it was certainly altered.
Chattanooga has not scored in over 6 minutes, and Curbelo the other way.
We'll find Plummer for the hat trick right here. Dribble penetration.
Plummer. Here he goes, another 3. Over the backboard and out of bounds with 11:24. But the Illini have fought their way back. Plummer draining threes, all a part of a 10-0 Illinois run. And now thrilling drives presented by Nissan.
The Fighting Illini were 0 for 10 up to this moment when Plummer back-to-back threes to pull Illinois within 1 here. 2 of 12 from downtown, but their best shooter is starting to find his stroke.
But the key has been Curbelo back in. Danny pushes the pace, and since he's come off the bench, a 10-0 run by Illinois.
Well, that's how you drive your way back into the game.
Yep. Let's go to Dana.
Guys, Lamont Paris was reminding his guys all the points that Illinois was scoring. Pick sixes and offensive rebounds. Said, play within yourselves. Settle down.
Jean-Baptiste. Banks.
A lot of one-on-one basketball.
Ledford, hold on here for DeSouza. Curbelo knocked it away. And Coburn saves it. And Curbelo now will take it with his foot on the accelerator, and here comes Illinois. With a chance for a lead, Coburn bobbles it inside. Illinois has never led, but they're 1 point away. Defense there by the Mocs, and it's Banks.
That was some pass by Curbelo.
Well, who for the Mocs wants to take this game over? Because it's there for the taking.
DeSouza looks up at the clock with plenty of time. He'll grind his way and across the lane, and he comes up with 2.
Well, maybe that's the guy, Reg. Now, he has done a really nice job. When Coburn has moved his feet and stopped him, DeSouza has spun back into the middle.
And Coburn only 2 points in this second half.
Frazier, Plummer. It's a long shot, and he got it. It's a 2. Oh, he's become a flamethrower here in the second half, and he ties the game at 42. It's the game's first tie. Banks, DeSouza, a screen, the driving Banks.
He's been solid all evening, Dan.
And that's a nice job. I mean, they've got to calm down a little bit, and they just did.
He's got 8. Curbelo is off to Grandison. Kofi Coburn.
He didn't want to pick up that 4th foul, so he conceded.
And that's a smart play.
Oh, what a great feed inside to Smith. But DeSouza with a terrific assist.
And Kofi Coburn plays off because DeSouza's not a three-point threat. But if you don't put pressure on a guy, it gives him all day to look around to find the perfect pass.
Curbelo to Coburn inside. It's intercepted by Malachi Smith.
Got numbers.
Galloping the other way, right down the middle, kicks it out. Banks, 3. And tapped up by Ledford, no, and retrieved by Coburn, and out to Curbelo, weaving through traffic. It's off to Frazier, kicks it out and throws it away, out of control, looking for Plummer. What a battle to Sosa and Kofi Coburn.
Well, this is really something here. Coburn tries to get it out, can't do it. And here, De Sosa, really nice job with that little right-handed hook. Here it is again, this time from the middle of the lane. And that keeps pressure on Coburn.
DeMonte Williams comes in for Curbelo, who's going to take a breather. And the numbers for the big men right there.
Gentlemen, I just have a feeling this game is going to come down to who has the basketball last. I mean, we keep trading shots.
Chattanooga has never trailed. Ledford uncorks a three. Rebound Williams.
And that's what Ledford's job is. 70% of his field goal attempts are three-point shots. And he had an open look.
3 of 13 for the Mocs.
Plummer got it from Hawkins, who gives it off to Williams and gets the screen from Payne. On the wing, a three. It will not drop that time for Frazier. That could have tied it, and here come the Mocs. Chattanooga with Smith. On top, Banks by Payne to the rack and a whistle. Every time Illinois is challenged, Tennessee's Chattanooga Mocs have answered the bell.
Well, we know this Mocs team, they can make big shots. It's the reason why they're here. David Jean-Baptiste. So if the game stays close, they have shot makers.
Switch on defense. Hawkins is on Smith. He'll try to contort his shot up and no. Banks with the rebound. Into Diggs. Off the bench and up for two.
Banks has done a little bit of everything. He hasn't shot the ball particularly well, only 8 points on 3 of 9, but 10 rebounds, 4 of those on the offensive glass.
That is now 14 offensive rebounds in this game for the Mocs.
Bosman's for Donkins in. There's a three try, no for Plummer. On the floor, Banks sliding out of bounds. It's Illinois' ball.
And trying to drive the ball to the basket, Reg. This is a very tough shot, but Banks in great position for the rebound. And what a pass. Lots of times you get that offensive rebound, you're going to force it up there, but that's just a really nice play.
And I like where Coach Underwood just did it. Giving up that offensive rebound, who do you bring back? The big fella, Coburn, to clean up the glass.
And Curbelo is back in two.
Now I'm curious if you're Coach Paris, are you going to come back with De Sosa to match up with Coburn?
Well, he's got Diggs in there, and Diggs is more a defensive kind of guy.
It's Curbelo finding Coburn. Three around him.
You can drop off Curbelo because he's not a three-point shooter.
Curbelo, long two, no. Banks there, under 7 to go. Banks has got 12 rebounds. Jean-Baptiste digs outside. Locates Malachi Smith. Banks will look at the clock and a cross-court feed. And a three. It's off everything. Missing it badly that time, Jean-Baptiste.
Banks had a mismatch
Sure
inside.
did, with
he should have
Frazier.
taken that.
Curbelo threads one inside. With a whistle. Little hand check on Coburn once he caught and spun. It's on Chattanooga. Fourth team foul with their 5-point lead, and Hankton will pick it up.
Well, Hankton's given up about 70 pounds.
And you're being generous when you say that. You got to bring back De Sosa, right? You got a little over 6 minutes left. You got to go down with your guns.
Plummer, three, good! Buried in the corner, it's a 2-point game.
That's his third three. He's made all 3 for the Fighting Illini.
Jean-Baptiste. Diggs on top, plenty of space. Coburn is dipped down low. Hankton. Jean-Baptiste wildly almost lost the ball, and there's
that could be a check.
Foul.
That easily could be a technical foul there.
It's on Hawkins. It's on Hawkins. 2 on him.
And this is a guy just feeling it, Reg.
Yeah.
I mean, Plummer, he's had somebody all over him. And this is really a break for Chattanooga because that ball was out of control, but Hawkins clearly hit him across the arm.
But he didn't have control of the ball.
Well, he couldn't get control of the ball because Hawkins was holding on.
Malachi Smith. Oh, rejected by Coburn. Erases the shot. Curbelo the other way. Into Hawkins. Smothered by defenders. They're on the floor and it's vacuumed in. And a foul on Hawkins. Slapping at Banks.
That's 2 bad fouls by Hawkins. The sophomore has to stay under control here.
A little bit of frustration right there. He thought he had a layup, just couldn't handle the ball.
Banks is looking at him crazy.
Banks is looking at him like, what is wrong with you? But the Illinois defense has given nothing to the Mocs here the last couple of possessions.
Caldwell picked up by Curbelo. The fadeaway. It's a rebound by Hawkins, and he gets it off to Trent Frazier. Down by 2, Illinois has never led. Frazier, Hawkins. He'll take it with a spin. Tried to tie, rebound by Banks.
You got to find Plummer, don't you? You got to find Coburn.
And for the Mocs right now, Smith, you got to take this ball game over. You're a 20-point scorer.
Smith driving, defender falls, shot no good. Inside they fight, Diggs, Coburn, they keep it alive.
Coburn is just protecting the rim at all costs.
Ledford wide open, 3, good!
Finally, that's what Coach Paris says to Ledford. Shoot the ball.
That was a huge basket.
Wow.
Illinois timeout, 4:20 to go. We're back in Pittsburgh. Watch live men's games on your computer, phone, tablet, or streaming device with NCAA March Madness Live. Scan the QR code now to download. Terrell Owens, the Hall of Fame wide receiver and a former Mock. A guy who loves basketball at all levels.
Oh, he's a baller.
He is indeed.
I balled against him and with him in Calabasas at the Rec Center. He will try to dunk on you now.
Dana?
Coach Underwood asked his players one thing, you guys want to win or not? And then it was Kofi Coburn with some colorful language saying, let's go beast mode now.
They need to. They've never led. We've not had a tie. Curbelo, Williams, it's inside. As he was fouled, Coburn was facing Ayeni, Josh Ayeni from Nigeria.
And that's going to be 4 on him.
Interestingly enough, though, that's only the 15th foul in this half against Chattanooga and Ayeni.
But they've used Ayeni, they've used Diggs, they've used DeSosa kind of by committee.
Yeah, and they've actually stayed out of foul trouble here in the second half.
And they still have not come back with DeSosa.
Now, Ayeni has 4, so you may as well use him up.
Plummer, 3. Williams with a big rebound. Ledford right there. It's a tie-up. It will be Chattanooga's ball. Ledford with a big-time rebound, fighting for that ball after he hit a 3 moments ago.
If you're Plummer, you're thinking to yourself, how did that ball not go down? That touched every inch of that rim and lipped out.
And that's just a great job by Ledford. He was 2 steps away from Williams when Williams got the rebound, and somehow he was able to get in there and tie it up.
Kevin, this might be the biggest defensive possession for Brad Underwood and the Fighting Illini right now, because if the Mock score, it's going to be very difficult to get back in this ball game.
It's Ledford. Cross court to Smith. Under 4 to go.
They made him use 10 seconds to get the ball across half court.
Oh, they throw it away. Jean-Baptiste throws the ball away.
Very uncharacteristic of Jean-Baptiste.
10 turnovers for the Mocs, 13 for the Illini.
He's thrown it to Banks, and Banks doesn't realize that Banks is cutting back door.
Well, they got the stop they wanted.
Yeah, they
what
did.
I talked about.
Can they convert?
Oh, and they give it
throws it away.
No, they called a foul, and that's going to be 5 on Iena. That's 5.
Yep, he's gone.
Wow. Right when you thought it was back-to-back turnovers.
Well, that may be why Coburn couldn't get to the ball. He's got him by the hip, and he's got him by the shirt.
Hey, I don't blame him. I'd be holding on too. I would be holding on too. That's a low down low. Hey, great effort.
This is by design to do it center by committee.
Yes.
Against the All-American Kofi Coburn. Watch
He's
the
grabbing him. He's got him.
That's a good call.
Yeah, he's got him. That's why Coburn couldn't get to the ball.
That's a good call.
DeSouza comes in.
Great effort, though.
Ieni's out.
By Annie. Great effort.
Chattanooga by 5. They've led by 14. Illinois has never led. Plummer, 3. Rebound tip by Coburn. Retrieved in the corner. Frazier got it. Fouled on the play by Banks. Yeah. What a play by Trent Frazier.
I believe that's going to send Frazier to the free throw line.
That's 1-1.
For 1-1.
And this will be the first free throw attempt for Illinois in the second half. As Frazier, down goes Frazier.
I knew you were going to say that.
I didn't even know I was going to say it. How did you know I was going to say it?
Think about that. The Fighting Illini had 17 free throws in that first half. This is their first, with 3:37 left in this ball game.
5-year starter Trent Frazier, 85% good from the free throw line. It's a 4-point game. 3.5 to go.
That was a great play by Kofi Coburn to tip that ball. He could not grab the rebound, but he tipped it toward Frazier.
Number 5 all-time Illinois scorer. He's played the most minutes of any Illini ever. And the most games started, and he trains another.
That's who the guys you want to trust in situations like this. Dangerous pass again by Jean-Baptiste.
Down court, Ledford surrounded and out to DeSouza.
He was going to drive to the basket, but he saw number 21 standing there and changed his mind.
Get a mismatch down low with DeSouza.
They don't see it.
Curbelo trying to guard him. Will someone get the shot up so he can get an offensive
Kofi
rebound?
Coburn just picked up a foul. The driving Banks lured it out of the big man inside. Coburn, number 3, a 1-and-1.
This is a nice job by Banks to recognize that he's got Coburn on the perimeter and trying to drive by. Now, Frazier down on the other end made 2 free throws. Can Banks counter here?
Banks, the transfer from James Madison, a career starter there. 13 rebounds tonight. A season high for him. Fans on the shot. Rebound by Hawkins. Illinois down by 3 and approaching 3 to play.
You just have a feeling Plummer's going to make another one of these amazing shots. He's been on fire here in this second half.
Curbelo off the foot and out of bounds. Ricochets off the foot of Smith.
See, what I like is a little misdirection. Get the ball down to Kofi, because you know he's going to get all that attention. And then once they double down, find Plummer on that weak side.
Well, they've now ruled that it's a kick ball, so the shot clock was at 12. It's going to reset to 20.
Curbelo in traffic with the shot. Wow. And Smith has it.
Coburn kind of got away with one there too, right?
Yeah, and Ledford went flying through there. I'm amazed that he was able to tip that ball to Smith.
DeSouza. Coburn defends, room to roam. And now it's Malachi Smith. Curbelo defends. And a rebound inside is gobbled up by Curbelo. The other way for hold on for Hawkins with a great pinpoint feed by Trent Frazier. It's a 1-point game.
Hawkins, I don't know if there's another big that can run the floor and finish like that. Unbelievable. Wow.
Jean-Baptiste bangs with it.
big
Ledford on the
possession
wing.
here.
To Sosa. Coburn defends. Oh, up and under, and he can't get it. Kofi Coburn grabs the rebound. Curbelo the other way. Illinois down by 1.
Feed the big fella. He's going to get fouled.
Curbelo, Plummer, it's a 3. Rebound inside. And it's collected by DeSosa.
Plummer was wide open. Wide open.
Timeout, Chattanooga. They've led the entire game with 1:26 to go. Here's the Axe winning formula, ultimate play of the game.
Well, the winning formula for Illinois to get back in the game has been the three-point sharpshooting of Plummer. He's made 3 all here in the second half, and that's one of the reasons why the Illini have closed to within 1. But Reggie, the last 4 or 5 possessions, they've dug in on the defensive end. They've gotten stop after stop, and here they need another one.
Well, nice timeout here by Coach Paris. And if I'm here and I got Malachi Smith, who hasn't had his type of game, 12 points on 5 of 18, you got to assume he is due for a big bucket here for the Mocs.
Part of the problem is, Reggie, they have been defending him really tightly out on the perimeter, and it's hard for him to drive by and get all the way to the basket because he's got Kofi Coburn standing in there waiting for him.
He doesn't need to go all the way to the basket. Look who's guarding him now, right? You've got Williams. You've got the size advantage.
Jean-Baptiste, screened by DeSosa, inside for DeSosa, acrobatic catch, shot clock at 9, works on Coburn, across the lane, up and under and lost and loose, and DeSosa's got it, and he gives back to Smith, off balance, no! Rebound fought for, out of bounds and off of Chattanooga with 1 minute to play.
I don't like it. I don't like that position right there. DeSosa, who, look, we wanted him to be aggressive versus Coburn early on in this second half. You've got to put the ball in your playmaker's hand. Jean-Baptiste, Smith, those guys have to go get it done for you.
Andre Curbelo.
Ball's got to find Coburn, I would think.
Hawkins up top. Ledford there with the foul. 1-1. Illinois down by a point. No ties. They trailed the entire time by as many as 14.
That's a good call.
Well, you're trying to put pressure on him, but you don't want to foul him out there. He's a 66% free throw shooter, and free throws have been a big part of this game because we've seen Chattanooga miss the couple of front ends of the 1-and-1. They're only 5 for 12 shooting free throws.
They say Hawkins was the most improved player during the offseason for the time. Oh! Coburn's got it for the lead. Got it! It's the first lead for Illinois. Coburn put it through.
12 rebounds, 4 of them offensive for the big fella.
Malachi Smith. Hawkins defends. Smith up and off, and a whistle and a foul.
Thank you. You got to go for it.
Well, the one thing you got to do in this situation is block out, but that's easier said than done with Kofi Coburn there. Then, Reggie, this is what you're talking about. Malachi Smith attacks the basket. Now, he's only 2 for 4 from the line, although this is a 2-shot foul.
He played at Wright State. He now plays for Chattanooga, and he ties the game at 52. Williams will check out for the Illini, and back in is Alfonso Plummer.
I did say this game is going to come down to who has the basketball last, right?
For the lead.
See if Brad Underwood's going to use his last time out here or let him play.
Now you're down 1, so I don't think you want to go for the last shot.
It's Frazier. Hawkins will drive on Ledford. Frazier with it. Hand off to Plummer, into Ledford, up and off, and tip and foul. It's on Chattanooga.
Is that De Sousa trying to block this shot? A lot of body contact there between Plummer and De Sousa.
Well, De Sousa never has both feet on the floor facing the dribbler. He was never in defensive position.
Plummer at one time this season hit 35 consecutive free throws. 88%. This could tie. Chattanooga 2 timeouts, Illinois 1.
Well, plenty of time to get the ball across half court to call a timeout if you're Coach Ferris.
But if he misses, you got to block out
for the lead. "12 seconds to go."
Well, Reg, the Mocs have the ball last.
Down 1.
And you got to go. You can't take your time going up to court here.
Malachi Smith inside, rejected by Hawkins. Retrieved by Smith. A shot away. No. Hawkins rebound. Illinois survives. The Illini have won.
How about this last sequence, Reggie? Look at Coleman Hawkins with the blocked shot. And you got to give Malachi Smith, he recovers the ball. That's not a bad shot.
Look, I want the ball in my best player's hands. He went for it, just came up short. But the defensive effort by Hawkins, who's been getting it done at both ends of the floor. And look, the Illini, they just hung around. Who was going to get hot for them? It was Alfonso Plummer, his threes, and then the 2 free throws late by Plummer to seal the deal.
What they led for about all of 15 seconds in the entire game.
25
seconds. But they led at the most important time.
Yes. Doesn't matter what you do early.
Yeah.
It's leading late.
To Dana Jacobson.
Coach, you guys did not get that lead until 30 seconds left. Take me through the final 30 seconds and what is going through your mind.
Well, we made some great defensive plays. Offensively, we stunk tonight. Plummer came in and hit some big shots. Give them a lot of credit. They played very well defensively. We were out of sorts. We were emotional today. I don't know why, but nice time to have the lead, and then we held on, made a great defensive play.
You said it to us yesterday. I mentioned it coming out of the half, and we talked about it, chopping wood. You just have to keep at it. That's what this game is. What did you learn about your team tonight?
Well, we're resilient, if nothing else. Kofi had a tough day. Trent Frazier was not very good. He's been an all-league performer. We didn't play very well. They had a lot to do with it, and yet we found a way to win. So resiliency is the word of the day.
Do you think last year and what this team went through in losing when you had that 1 seed played a factor for some of your guys out there tonight?
I don't know. You know, it's hard to say. I mean, I just thought we were sped up today. I don't know. We were emotional. We've got to settle down and play. And last year's behind us. We got to look forward. We're going to play a great opponent in the next one.
Just got to get the first one. Congratulations, Coach.
Thanks, Dan.
They go to the round of 32, and they'll take on the winner of Houston UAB coming up here in Pittsburgh moments from now. Illinois led for only 25 seconds. The highly decorated Fighting Illini with a win of a single point. Tournament games now continue on CBS, TNT, and True TV. Coming up on TV, it's on TNT with UAB in Houston. We send you back to our studio for the Capital One Tournament Central after these messages.